everybody, what is up? This is Gavin Grinnell here, and we are back on Disneyland Adventures. And we are exploring right now through Disneyland Resort, just giving a little bit viewing, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Yeah, so anyways, as I was saying, he was planning to kill Palpatine, but he couldn't resist it. And Anakin chopped off his arm, and he was screaming in pain. And what happens was, that Palpatine was actually evil. He would not let him live. So he electrocuted Master Windu, and unfortunately he went out the window. But we don't know if Master Windu is actually alive or he's dead, because there have been some rumors on it, but we don't even know. Because I would have to watch the videos on YouTube and check it out. So what happened was, and then that's when Anakin Skywalker started joining the dark side, and he bowed to Lord Sidious, which is Palpatine, when he was actually the Lord Sidious, the Sith of the dark side of the Force. So anyways, he bowed to him, and that's when he started, doing everything he said, like I said a couple minutes ago. And he told, like I said, if you do everything I said, I promise you that I would bring back your love. And Anakin actually believed him. But Anakin asked Lord Sidious if it's possible to learn his power. And what did Lord Sidious said? He said, not from a Jedi. And Anakin was like, oh, okay, but teach me the ways of the dark side, just so I can win my love back. I can't lose her. And he was like, don't you worry, Anakin, you will receive your love right after you do as I say, in order of the dark side of the Force. I will join for whatever is done. I will do as you say, and I'll not let you down. Good. Very good. And that's when it all started. So apparently, Anakin Skywalker, I won't explain the entire, specifics, because I don't want to waste time in the video. I'll just say it in simple context, but Anakin started leading the army. He killed some younglings, and he killed some other people, and he killed some of the, I'll just say killed some of the aliens on, what's it called? On the planet Mustafar. He killed some of the aliens on the planet Mustafar, because he knew that, well, hypothetically, they were on the good side, and they thought that Lord Palpatine was actually doing what he said when he was actually not. He had to betray those people because they didn't know he was actually on the dark side, when they thought he was on the light side of the good side of the Force. And so, he killed those aliens, and they were no longer lived. And, well, he just went through so much anger, sadness, suffering, and pain that he felt so bad killing the younglings, but he didn't want to do it, but he had to in order to get what he wanted. I don't know exactly why he couldn't think of another decision. It's just that it was all he could have done. If I was you, I would have done something else more than kill those younglings. Not I'm saying in a bad thing, but I would have, solved this in a different, good, matterful way. Yeah, so anyways, what happened was, wait, what time? Oh, okay. Yeah, so anyways, as Anakin was on Mustafar, he just felt so much anger in him, and he had nothing else to do. And then one day, Obi-Wan Kenobi found out that he was betrayed to the dark side because of what Lord Palpatine did to him. And, well, he just found out, and that he had no choice but to kill him. He didn't want to kill him, but he had to. because, well, apparently by the Jedi Force, the two rules are, you have to stand trial and arrest them. That way it won't get so bad. But if you are really being threatened, then you have to, kill them. I don't know, I could be wrong, and I can seriously be wrong. But in Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi told his wife, but the wife didn't believe him, because he thought that Anakin was actually, a good person, even though he had his problems. And so Obi-Wan Kenobi went to Mustafar to go see what was happening, and unfortunately, the wife went out first and tried to tell Anakin, "Come back with me. We can forget all about this, and we can move on with our lives and have our baby. Alright, just come back with us." But Anakin wasn't thinking real straight. He told his wife that, "I am, if you join me, we can rule the entire galaxy and rule over Palpatine's, his kingdom. And I have done everything to make things right. And I can outrule the universe," and all that crap that he was saying. I can't remember exactly what he was saying. All I know is that what he was saying. But his wife wasn't approved with it. And so his wife said, "Anakin, I don't believe what I'm hearing. Obi-Wan was right. You've changed. Anakin, you're breaking my heart. After all you've done, you've killed younglings, and you have attempted to lead an army into an entire universe, and you've killed those who didn't deserve it. And these are the anger choices you are deciding to make? I don't know you anymore, Anakin. Why are you doing this? Why are you choosing to be bad instead of good?" And Anakin, said that, "I don't want to hear anymore about Obi-Wan Kenobi. He turned you against me, didn't he?" And his wife was trying to explain to him, "No, he didn't turn me against you. He just wants you to do what's right." And Anakin thought that Obi-Wan turned her against him, but it's a little confusing. And so Obi-Wan came out, and his wife said, Anakin, stop right now. I love you." And Anakin was like, "You liar! You're with him! You've turned her against me!" And Anakin started force choking his wife, because, he was taking everything the wrong way. And Obi-Wan was like, "Let her go, Anakin! Let her go! You've turned her against me!
Hello to you, and you!
That's what you've done yourself. You let this Lord twist your mind against the good side of the Force. You will not take her from me!" No, that's what you did. You have done all wrong within the Force. I have grown in the entire power of the Force. I have regained peace to the public and all those who are safe. I will not go any further than that. Alright? And I have gained more power than ever. And I will not be used against it. And I have been followed with, I don't know the exact lines, but you know what I mean, but, I have known to follow our new Emperor, Lord Sidious Palpatine. And Obi-Wan was confused, and he was like, "Your new Emperor?" And Anakin was even in more anger and was like, "Don't make me kill you." And I don't know, exactly what Obi-Wan said. He said, something was on the of the democracy. And Anakin was like, if you are not with me, then you are my enemy. That's what a Jedi, and Obi-Wan was like, that's what a Jedi would say. And if you're not going to, join me, then I must do what I must.
Anybody see my pal Mickey?
And I do what I must do. And that is when the ultimate battle of the entire Star Wars began. Anakin literally flipped out, got his lightsaber, and started throwing throwing lightsaber swings at Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that's when this fight started to begin, which all of you like, because Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi's fight is the well-known fights in all of Star Wars. Ooh, I found another one. Everybody. So anyways, that is when the fight began, and they were fighting on Mustafar. Man, it was very, very brutal and very, very harsh, but very, very awesome. Like, I started liking that fight, which is why I started liking Star Wars, because of what was happening. Not because of you know what, but because this was so entertaining and so realistic. Like, well, it was so entertaining, alright? For entertainment reasons only, alright? For entertainment reasons only. Yeah, so anyways, the Obi-Wan versus Anakin Skywalker, they were fighting like a lot for about like 15-16 minutes. And then right when it came to the end of that, Obi-Wan told Anakin, "It's over, Anakin. I have the high grounds. You can't use that now." And Anakin was like, "You have underestimated my power, and I will use it." And Obi-Wan was like, "Don't try it." And that's when Anakin Skywalker came up and tried to use his power against Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then, bam! Obi-Wan literally cut off his right arm and both of his legs. And that's when the sadness of that moment began, which kind of really made me cry to see Anakin suffer like that. And what happened was, Anakin fell to the ground and he was grunting a lot. And Obi-Wan told him, "You are the chosen one. It was meant to bring goodness to the Sith, not join them. Bring peace to the world of the galaxy, not living in darkness." Like, I don't know the exact lines, but I'll have to like listen to it again. And he tried to tell him, but you want to know what Anakin told him? Like, Anakin told him without hesitate. He told him in a real evil way. He told him, "I hate you." And when I heard that, I was like, ooh, that's really hurtful and brutal. And that's when Obi-Wan told him, "I was your brother, Anakin. I loved you." And that's when Anakin started burning up in the fire from Mustafar, and that's when the suffering began. Because the way the Force goes of the dark side, that like pain, anger, and suffering, that's the way the Force goes if you choose to go to the dark side. And that's the way it went. But we all know to always stay on the light side, and we always know to stay on the good side of the Force in our life. And I choose the good side, I choose the light side, and I will always choose the good light of the Force in my life. Yeah, so anyways, and that's when Anakin started burning in the fire, because he was doing this to himself. He was not actually doing it to his brother. Yeah, so anyways, So anyways, after that,